Hello to all you beautiful, wonderful people out there in the world. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, when I say what I speak expressively and directly for what I believe and for what I know, even if it haven't happened yet. I'm talking to you because you are beautiful and you are wonderful, even if you have not come to the realization of that fact. Even if you have not accepted the fact that you are, you will. I know you will, and I believe that you will. I have accepted that you will. That's why I talk to you with a will that you will. Beautiful people. Beautiful people, is the time for us to bring our families and our communities together in one place, in one gathering, and with one mind, and with one thought, and with one way of thinking and believing. Fathers and mothers and parents, we need for our children to experience seeing us speak peacefully to each other, respectfully to one another, speaking kind words to one another, opening up the door for one another. No, go ahead, ladies first. No, honey, you go first. You opened up the door for me last time, and I went first. You've been nice to me. I want to be nice to you. Let them share in those experiences. Allow those beautiful, wonderful people to see their beautiful, wonderful parents having those beautiful, wonderful experiences together. It's a wonderful thing to experience together. You know, to allow our beautiful children to see us having nice, healthy, conversing discussions, doing nice things for one another, putting on each other's shoes for one another if necessary, tying each other's shoes for one another if necessary, putting on her coat, putting on his coat, saying nice things to each other. Darling, your dress looks nice. Darling, your hair looks lovely. Honey, I like your shoes. Honey, I like that beautiful speech you gave. Let them experience you sharing and engaging and experiencing, sharing quality time together, beautiful time together, respectable time together, time that they can relate to. Beautiful experiences that their mother and their father, you know, are sharing together. Good quality time that their mother and father are sharing together that will put a smile on their beautiful little faces, that will cause them to laugh and smile and say good things, and talk amongst each other, brothers and sisters, about their mother and their father because of the wonderful things that they are experiencing, even amongst their friends, that would ultimately, say their friends would say, beautiful people that I would, I would like to see those things happening in my home. It would be nice if my mother and father would engage in conversations and being nice to each other like that. I'm going to implement it. I'm going to go home and talk to my mother and my father and let them know that I love them and that they are beautiful people. And I see the beauty in them. And it would make me feel good if they would begin expressing more of that beauty amongst themselves, beautiful people. Now is the acceptable time. It's time, beautiful people. It's time for us, beautiful people, as adults, and as parents and as grandparents to implement these things, to express these ideology, way of thinking and living, of enhancement, in our families and in our lives, so that our children and our grandchildren in public and in society will look up to us and respect us and mimic us and want to be like us. We don't want our children to not want to be like us. We don't want our children to be unhappy with us and can't stand us because we don't get along with one another. We don't respect each other. We don't have, spend family time together, quality family time together. As I've often said in times past and before, turn the TV off. Okay, turn the TV off and put away all the electronics and engage in healthy family time, quality family time together, sharing one another's emotions and feelings amongst ourselves, talking about our fears, our likes and our dislikes, so that we can reacquaint ourselves with ourselves. We can get to know each other all over again. Even in our communities, beautiful people, allow our communities of our children and inexperienced adults, who don't know what it means to be, good sociable people, or good family members, or have a good family structure in their lives. Allow them to hear you saying and doing beautiful things, expressing kind words and smiles, for them to grasp the concept of and ultimately begin to embrace and say, you know what? I like the beautiful things I hear coming from that person or those persons, like I often hear. And I thank you, beautiful people, and I appreciate all you beautiful people for the nice things you share with me and that you say to me. But you all are important as well. Okay? Those beautiful things reside in your beautiful selves. Just open up the viability of your beautiful souls and just allow it to naturally flow. Let's allow beautiful and wonderful things to be heard in our communities. Put away the vulgar language, beautiful people, the foul language. And our children are standing right there listening to all these things. And we have the mitigated gall and the audacity to say, I don't know where you got that from. Where did you get that kind of language from? Who told you, that it's okay to talk that way? Who have you been around that you heard speak like that? And you don't want them to say, beautiful people, you. I heard it from you. I heard you say it. I heard you do it. Let's not be the poor example that our children needs to engage in or to be exposed to. Let's be the primary example, of what a great epitome would be for our children, to mimic us, when they see and what they hear coming from us, beautiful people, they'll think within themselves, that's how they want to be. I want to be like my mommy and my daddy. I love my mommy and my daddy. And now I'm beginning to experience hearing my mommy and my daddy speak nice things, speak kind words to one another, share smiles together. Now that's all I see mommy and daddy doing is smiling together. They're always laughing and they're holding hands. And when we go out in the public, they're holding hands, and they grab me by the hand, and I'm in the middle of them, and we're all holding hands, and they're looking down at me, telling me that they love me, and then they look up at each other and smile and tell each other that they love each other. I'm living a good life now. I'm happy with my family. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with how me and my family are living, and the quality time that we're spending together now. I'm happy with that. I am the most happiest child in the world. That's what you want to hear from your child, beautiful people. And that's what you want to hear those beautiful young people say. But we've got to protect the innocency of those beautiful minds, those beautiful, fully undeveloped minds. We've got to protect those fully undeveloped brains so that we would give them something beautiful to absorb, as I've often said before in times past, like a paper towel on a wet counter. You've got to give them something beautiful, that will be acceptable and agreeable in their beautiful little lives. To all you beautiful, wonderful people out there in the world to whom I speak, and I'm speaking to you, beautiful people, and I'm speaking to all of you and every one of you. Why am I speaking to your beautiful selves this way? Because I love you and I care about what happens to you. I care about how you think and how you feel. To all you beautiful, wonderful people out there in the world, have a beautiful, wonderful, smiling day. Now go change the world. Go change the atmosphere in your life and in your house. And do it with a smile. Have a smiling day.